welcome to Tangling with me. We have finally filled out this page with tangles. I have actually 15 tangles in here all along. So we can just shade it like it is and just work with that and do something cool with this. But you can also go in with some of your microns and color in things in here. I have a red Micron 03. And I was thinking of highlighting a few things here, like the hearts in here, in this tangle here. Making them a little more visual. Or you can use another color if you like that. You can use color pencils, or if you have what that called, markers, you can use that as well. Just be careful that it's not something that bleed through the paper, because I would like to be able to draw on the other side of this one as well. So I'm just only coloring in these regular hearts here, something right there. But you can color in the other hearts as well if you want to. I could color that one. So let's color this rice shape down here. I'm just picking out elements in my tangle that I kind of like to bring forth, and then I just color that in. You don't have to do it everywhere. Let's do this in between the two lines here as well, so that I get this kind of red ribbon in this one. And just like when we are tangling, we are relaxing in the hand and enjoying the drawing, the lines that we're working on. This one here. Here. And the last one here. I was thinking of coloring in a few of these M shapes with the red, but I'm afraid that would look a lot like the McDonald's logo. So I think I'm going to, I could color that one in, or these small pieces here. I think I color the inside of this in. I will leave that diamond shape there in the middle, like this, and just color the rest here red. Remember to breathe and relax in your shoulders and your hands. Remember to breathe and relax in your hand and your shoulders. So, almost there. With this one. And then there is this little pot there. That looks nice. I'm going to color in these orbs red, I think. Just because I can. Make sure your ink is all dry before you set your hands on it, so that you don't smush it around before it's all dry. I like that. Oh wait, I'm going to color in this triangle part here. To give it a little more interest maybe. Again, you could use a lot of colors if you don't have to color everything in with the red like I do here. I just personally like to keep it in 1 or 2 colors at most. Yeah, at most 3 colors. But that's me. Some people likes to use a lot of colors in these, and that's all fine. I've seen some beautiful artworks with lots of colors in there. I'm just not that good for so many colors at the time. Something's missing here. I need a line right there. I'll do that in a minute. And this little tiny piece over here. There we go. I think that's all I'm going to color in with my red pen. I had a line here that I need to do with my black. Where was that? Oh, right there. That I have forgotten. Like that. And I'm actually going to take my color up. And I'm actually going to take my black Micron and I'm going to color in this little diamond. Okay, I'm going to switch to the 08 for that. So it doesn't take too long to do this. I think that's it for my microns. So there is a lot of ways to do the next steps. I am going to take my tortillion, and it looks a bit funny, I'm sorry about that. And then of course my Zentangle pencil for giving these a bit of shading. And again, there is a lot of ways to do this. Let's start with this one out here, the border. I'm just gonna place some graphite here around this printom thing, curly thing we have here. I'm not putting much graphite down because I like to be able to put a little more in there if it's too light, and it's easier to put it in than taking it out again. So I'm just doing some small circle motion with my tortillion on this graphite and dragging it around where I want it to be on this little curly swirly thing. And I'm deciding that I want these ends here of the two ribbons to have a little shades also in both sides. So I'm just putting down a tiny bit of graphite in both ends of these. I'm using the side of my tortillion, this way it lasts me longer, and the same with my pencil. I'm also putting that a bit on the side while putting down the graphite. And I like to be able to put the tip of the tortillion up to the line that I am shading. And for that I here have to turn around my project here and there. Okay, let's take this one. I'm just gonna pillow that one out. So I'm just placing some graphite here around the edge. Like that. And again I'm taking my tortillion and making circle motions, dragging out the shadow. When we're making shadow, we don't look at what side the sun is coming from. We just make the shadows as we like to, just to make it a little more 3D. And in these drawings it's really not necessary to think about the sun and where the normal shadow will be and stuff like that. And that is one of the parts that I find really freeing in Zentangle. I do not have to think about how it would look in real life. The only thing I need to think about is what I like, how I like it to be. So we call that pillowing because it gives it the effect that the middle point is like popping up when we make that shading around it. Let's see. Sorry about that. These I am going to place a little in the middle of this triangle thing. That's here and right there. And I'm taking my tortillion and just blending it out. Giving this little connection at the middle of these some highlight. There. Then we have this down here. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna go up here and put a little shade in the top side of these diamond shapes. You don't have to do it like this. You could pillow it out as well, or yeah, find another little object on it and do the shade on. Let's do it in these also. I think that's it. Using my tortillion in the circle motions. You don't even have to put shades on here if you don't want to. You could leave it as it was, but I like the look it gets with the shading. Here I'm just going to put some in the middle part here of the flowers, just a tiny bit. Like this. we have this one with the hearts, and I am just going to go in and put some shadow inside these hearts that we did not color earlier. I could pillow with this one in also, but we have done that with this one up in this corner, and I think that would be too close to each other, so I'm just going to do it like this instead. So that's what we're gonna do by that one. This next one, let's see, I have this red charcoal pen. I think I'm going to use that. So this is just a scarlet red charcoal pen, pastel chalk. And I'm just going to put in some color in every second of these. I think I'm gonna do it the opposite way on the next row and so forth. Let's see, that will be this one here and there. And I'm just putting a little in there because I'm going to take my tortillion for the scarlet red. I marked this so that I don't use it for other colors. This way I can keep it nice and red. And then I'm just going to smooth it out, buff it out. I'm just gonna do it. So you can see the red that I put was more than enough. And this part, and let's see over here. That was a little bit of bitty piece right there. I'm just gonna put that aside and go back to my graphite pen, and I'm actually going to put graphite in the other compartment room. A little here. Like that, and I'm just gonna use my tortillion for my graphite pen for that. And there we go. I'm gonna put a line in the middle of this one, because this one is so small that I don't think I can go and do much about it. So I'm just gonna make a nice line here, shadow line. Like that. This one is a little tricky because I really don't know what to do about it. We can do some highlight here in the middle of these T's. Just placing a little graphite in there. I think that's the only thing I really think could work. Or again, I should pillar it out, but I have that next to this one that is pillowed out, so I'm just gonna do something different. There we go. This one is a bit tricky and then it actually isn't. Here I have a white charcoal and a tortillion for the white charcoal, so I can use that one. So I'm just going to place a little shadow here in the top part of the heart. Something like that. Oh, I will have to do this one as well, and this one. There we go. And then with my tortillion for the white charcoal, I am just going to make these light circle movements. Blending it out a bit. There we go. I like that. Okay, let's see. We have this one down here. Let's take the top box and the side box and give that shadows. And I'm doing that on all these. Like that. And again with my tortillion. Oh, that was a little spart. There we go. This one I am going to make a line here in between. You can do your shading just like you want to. I'm just gonna take my monocera and remove that. That was a little too much. So I just removed that one. Taking my tortillion and dragging out my shadow here. And I'm actually only dragging it downwards from the top of the line of the shadow. Like that. And I think I'm gonna turn it around and do it this way also. There we go. And again, I'm just gonna drag it down from the line that I put. Like that. I'm just gonna do the inside of these boxes here, all the way around the edge of those. And I'm just gonna do that in all of these boxes. I could have done that with the red charcoal as well. That would also have been kind of amazing looking, I think. But now we're doing it like this. Well, I am. You can do it with the red charcoal if you feel like it. I'm pretty sure that will look amazing as well. Or even another color. Well, let's see, that's part of it as well. And this one. And down here. And this part. There we go. Using my tortillion. So I'm using my tortillion to smudge this shade, shadow shade. Like that. And I'm gonna do that in all of these. There we go. I like that. I like that very much. I could make a shade here around this tip of the letter. But you can do a different kind of shading if you want to. I just really don't see. Yeah, I could have made some shades where it's going under as well if I wanted to. But this is also going to be working fine, I think. It's going to be different. There we go. Then we have the last one up here, and that's the border. And I'm just gonna put some here on the ends of the leaves. Not much, because I have a lot of graphite in my tortillion, so I don't need a lot. And then I'm just gonna blend that out, making it into a nice shadow on this one. I really like this pattern. There we go. I think I'm gonna go in with my pen here, pencil, and just place a really nice dark line around here. That makes my pattern pop even more out of the paper, and I really like that. You can skip this step if you don't like it. It's all up to you. Just remember to relax and enjoy it. And I'm gonna use my mono zero right here. I had a little too much right there. This one. But let's talk about what you think about this way of tangling. I know you will have to wait for a long time to see the shading, because I don't like doing shades on pictures that's not all done. And I love this end result where you can see it changing from just a black and white picture into something 3D, something pretty. But tell me what you think. Personally, I am thinking of continuing doing these pages in this book. Also because I like that I don't have to think about what pattern to use. I just take the next in line, and that's all there is to it, and I like that. But tell me what you think in the info box below. This way I'm also coming out and trying some new tangles that I haven't done before, or tangles that I actually wouldn't pick and try out. And I think there is a possibility of finding some new tangles that I didn't normally think about using, that all of a sudden makes sense to use. But here and there we can take a break from this also, and then just make a tile if you like that. But again, please let me know in the info box below. I'm gonna try to answer all the comments you are leaving me as long as it's possible. But yes, I think that's around it for this page. I am going to take my black Micron 01 and I'm gonna put my chop in there, and my chop is this little bow. I designed that, or I made that when I was a little girl, and it has just been stuck right there on my work since that time. So it's right here. You could put a date in here or a year or other kind of information if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that because I like it like this. So that was the first 15 tangles from the tanglepatterns.com. I think this turned out really cool, and I'm looking forward to do the next page and the next page of this. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will take a tiny break before I continue on the next one. So I hope you will join me in a week or two for the next page. Thank you for watching all these videos and tangling along with me. I had a blast of a time. I hope you did too. Have an attitude of gratitude.